I'm Scott, and welcome to the Board Games Maelstrom. Tonight we're going to embark on episode 2 of my new series, No Meeples Required. And tonight's game is a very cool one. I just picked it up the other day. We're going to take a look at it, and it's also a game that needs no meeples because we have some minis, and we have all kinds of cool little pieces. We got some dice, things you expect in the Amerithrash gaming, and so let's take a look at what we're going to be looking at this evening. Yes, that's right, you guessed it. This War of Mine. I've seen some reviews on this besides the one I'm going to give, and mine really isn't much of a review. It's just more of an overview of the game, so you can take a look at the pieces and the components. But this War of Mine is a game that takes war very seriously. It's probably not for children. I believe it's 18 years and up, I want to say, is what they recommend. But I do already have the game set up. I have it set up down here, and it's a pretty cool game. A lot of the stuff that you're going to be doing in this game comes from this giant book of scripts, which has over 1,900 stories that you're going to encounter in this game. When I do my playthrough, I'm gonna be starting with the 3 survivors that I have, and those survivors are Zlata, Anton, and Sveta, I hope. Here you can take a look at the dice for the game. Very cool. And the journal that is the rule book. The rule book is somewhat of an anti-rule book. It is a rule book that they say you really don't need to read before you play. This is more of a this is a learn as you play type of game. Not sure if I'll do my first game as a playthrough because I definitely want to know the game a little better before I go and look stupid in front of all of you. But what I can tell you is there's a lot of decks of cards. Exploration, residence, findings. The board is set up just the way it's set up when you start, minus some storage, which I haven't got out there yet, some items that are supposed to be in your storage. And then each room of this house that you're staying in has a card in the house, in each room, so that you'll be discovering. And there, one goes on each house thing. It tells you what's supposed to go there. We have a colors deck. We have a narrative actions deck. We have a fate deck. We got some ideas and fittings. It'll help you improve things. Extra character cards are set up there. We have our visitors. We have our chapter objectives. And then we have the event deck, which is topped by chapter 1. I think there's 3 cards, then chapter 2, then 4 more cards, and then the ending events after that. And then we have, of course, the location deck and the 3 locations that are set up. We have the noise token set to the lowest. There's 2 sides to this board. The other side is an advanced side. I'll be learning, of course, on the non-advanced side, but I haven't started this yet, but I can tell you that each of your players starts with hunger factor. Hunger 2 in this case, and basically what that does, if you look, you get 3 actions during each character gets 3 actions during their turn. As you can see, at Hunger 2, you lose one of those 3 actions. But it seems like it's going to be a very cool game, and obviously meeples are not required because we have minis and dice chucking and cards, and this is not exactly what we'd call the Euro game, but it is what I would classify, at least, as Amerithrash. And that's what the subject of these videos are. These videos are all about Amerithrash gaming. Games that you don't need meeples for. So I love the way it looks. It's dismal, it's bleak, it's just the way you would think that a war game would be. But I'm thinking about maybe playing through this once, and then maybe playing through it on the cam, so we can, so we'll get to see exactly how it plays out, and maybe you guys can watch and learn how to play the game and decide if it's something that you want to get for yourself. But this is a huge book, and I'm thinking you're not going to get through it in 1 or 2 games. This is going to be a book that it's going to take a while to get through. But I just want to say thanks for stopping by. This has been Meeples Not Required on the Board. I'm Scott, and I'm glad to have had you with me just for a little bit. Thanks, and stop by again.